Dixo and ApeChain present ApeChain on Chain and the first ApeCon virtual conference. Finalist, Intraverse.
Up next, we have Zoe. How do I pronounce the name correctly, Laura? I should let you take this one so I don't butcher it one more time. Zoe, welcome back. Congratulations, and looking forward to hearing more about Gamify.
Thank you, guys. Really big shout out also to 10K. I've heard earlier Jay-Z was talking about Intraverse and the fact that we brought the transactions like roughly 1 million transaction on chain was mind blowing also for us. So I really loved also UCAP pinned the tweet we made on our official account. And today I would like to deep dive a little bit more on Gamify, which is a product powered by Intraverse. And it's a sort of evolution, if we want to say, of Intraverse into prediction market. So there is a huge wagering component. Let me share a presentation. Okay. Let me know if you can see my screen.
It should pop up if you use the present and pick a screen. And if it doesn't, oh, yeah, there you go. You're good.
Okay, perfect. So I would love to deep dive on what we are doing to gamify this biggest unspoken Web3 narrative. Basically, Web3 is a PvP market, right? And what we want to bring back to the space, since everyone is kind of competing for resources, right? For liquidity, mind share, and everything. What we want to give back to the space as a solution, it is a sort of battlefield, literally, where communities are deciding who deserves the most and the best all these resources. And we do that through entertainment. So we have a gameplay where people play with their resources, with their time. And on top of that, we have prediction pools. So they play with liquidity, and on a side, also social activities. So basically for ApeChain, we are building the following cases, but just the sky's the limit. At the beginning, we would like to introduce Orange versus Aqua. I would make a demo just real quick. And also we would love to bring together in competition all the NFT collection, but also all the memes or anyone who wants to start a competition using ApeCoin inside the wagering pools. And in a long-term vision, we would like to bring all these over in other side. So this is just an example about how big it can become a competition, because a lot of times people are asking how it can become. It can become as a NFT battle royale like these, as a bracket tournament, or it can be a one-on-one, community gameplay. So it's really up to the communities participating what they would like to do. At the beginning, we will run competition by our own, but in the future you will see a button and I will show you also in the demo where communities autonomously can start their own tournaments. We are already in partnership with multiple communities, more than 30 on ApeChain, and we are bringing over ApeChain more than 35 communities so far for enlarging the ecosystem, bringing more volume, more users, transactions, and so on and so forth. So let me share again my screen and I can show you a demo because the product is ready and it's working. And there we go. Let me know again if you can see my screen. I'm not sure if you guys can see that.
You're live now.
Oh yes. Okay, perfect. So basically, this is how it looks like. It's a really degen platform. So there is a huge aspect related to speculation, if we want to use that word. And you literally go big or go broke. So people are watching at the beginning a section of all competitions. For example, Orange versus Aqua, as I was mentioning earlier, but also they can participate not just in the game, but also in the wagering pools. So basically anyone can join one of the investment pools, and each pool can have also a threshold, so we can make fair all the competitions. And once the pools are arriving to a certain threshold, the game can start. I will make you an example. So here we will have an overview of the leaderboard and of the competition with all the active players, with their relative scores. And when we go to play, the pools get into the full degen mode. We called it like that because they get locked. You cannot stake or unstake anymore your ape coins inside the game. And it's up to the communities in game. I play with Aqua because I'm Aqua. And it's up to the communities in game deciding who's the winning pool. So the winning pool will then get merged with the losing pool, and then all the money, like all the liquid money, will be redistributed inside the winners. So inside the leaderboard based on the best performers of that specific community that won. So yeah, this is basically it. I'm not a great fighter when I'm speaking, but yeah. And what we would like to do, it's like especially for other side, is implementing the wagering part, because for sure on other side there will be other games, and our long-term vision is also to bring this tool not just on our games but also on other games, so anyone can use that using ApeCoin, and we will bring more utilities to the coin and also more utilities to the existing communities, because we are really well connected to the ecosystem, and bringing new communities makes new people falling in love with the existing NFT collection. And so people will buy new NFTs on Ape Chain, and everything will be really fun, immersive, and entertaining. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Let's go to the judges. Oh, go ahead, Cap. Sorry.
Going the same way. I just, so many of these I feel are building for more than just themselves, and whether it's collaborations or actually building tools and ecosystems for others, that's been my big takeaway of the day, is really is a chain of collaboration. And yeah, go ahead, judges. So feel free to fire away. Funky, you got any questions for Zoe?
No, I'm still mesmerized by actually seeing the actual gameplay. Like, I mean, I can't believe that. Was that in real time, or was that actually? So I guess my question would be, would it work that quickly even if it were on chain, or is it just like the settlement happens on chain? Because normally we are used to blockchain games being very slow and clunky and whatnot, and that seemed like incredibly responsive. So just kind of curious about what's under the hood.
So yes, this is a good question, because we worked on that for over more than 1 year to make it performing it good. First of all, the game per se is not on chain. So we are having servers with different geographical zones, so people get connected in similar geographical zones, so it's lagging as less as possible. And that's really important, because in the past, there were people in America and people in Europe not being able to have, a stable gameplay. So that was a really good point. And what we do, it is to read your wallet. We have, you can connect your wallet at the beginning, and we are reading all your assets. So if you are having an NFT belonging to a specific community in the competition, you can have a multiplier in your score. Or if you want, for example, have a multiplier coming from our own collections from, the platform, we will just read your wallet, and, we will understand which are the assets that you can use in game to compete and, score higher and higher and scale the leaderboard. And, the game is performing so well also because, first of all, we fell in love with the models of Rida. And I really have to shout out for Rida, because he made an incredible job. I remember in 2023, we had a side event during Ape Fest in Hong Kong in the Soho House. And we were probably the first people trying to make so many 3D models of apes, just because we wanted to have a competition live inside the event where we were in collaboration with Animoca and some other games. And it was extremely difficult to make that level of quality for a model with a high performance in game, because it it needed really a lot of vertex polygons. I'm not getting too much technical in this stuff because it's really difficult to understand, but Rita made all the assets for the apes game ready. So everything is really performing well. And what we would like to do, it is to, at the moment, we are avatarizing some of the collections that are in need for an avatar in game, for example, some NFT collection on ApeChain. But I would really like to address anyone who needs a 3D asset to Rita, because really whatever he did was really, improving also the quality of the game, like the performance. And yeah, it's more than 1 year that we are testing this gameplay. So yeah, it's really performing well, and everything is live. So you can choose a PvP battle between people that are inside the game. You will see the people inside the game once you join the competition, but it's random, so you cannot pick Raim, for example, and decide just because you're orange and he's aqua, whatever, it's really random. And whenever there is nobody inside your server, you can also fight against AI. So it's a PvE, but you score less points compared to have a PvP battle.
Very cool.
So that looks super awesome. Thank you for showing that. Yeah, like that gameplay, like definitely mesmerized me as well. I love the fact that you're bringing other communities outside of ApeChain. I think that's kind of nice to see people being onboarded. I want to pick your brain about, I think, especially because you mentioned you have like servers in different parts of the world based on your geographic reason to basically reduce latency. Of course, running gaming ecosystem, running servers is an expensive overhead cost. Considering business models like this are based on attention as well, because you are kind of building like that wagering ecosystem that like, okay, you have the aqua versus orange battles, but obviously like the more you'll do over time, you'll have to come up with like different battles to engage different people. So it's like, it's not like you can make a business model, like you can make a product and you don't have to keep iterating it. So I think one of the things that Web3 struggles with a lot are business models. A lot of products just don't have that. How are you? Like, I'm curious to know, because I understand your business model is based on volume, I guess.
So basically, we are getting 5% on the pools of investments. So it's basically for each competition, we are, keeping 5% of both, which is basically 10% of the losing pool. Because anyway, when you lose everything, you don't care, So we first take our, fees, and then the rest that is contained in the losing pool has been transferred into the winning pool, and then that pool is redistributed among the winners. But there are so many parallel business revenue streams. I was these days I was in so many spaces because of the launch of the Formula Ape, and a lot of people were like brainstorming live with me in the spaces. That was really cool. And so really the sky is the limit, because a lot of people were suggesting really smart ways to monetize everything.
Very cool. Well, look, thank you very much. Awesome. Another awesome pitch. I mean, I know we have one more coming in. We have Zards coming in, and great guy. Gonna obviously knock it out of the park just like everybody else has before. But thanks for doing this, because I feel like these 5 pitches are just restoring my faith in humanity on chain at the most important time, when I've been feeling like so despondent over like there's no interesting stuff going on. And then I have 5 just stone cold killers come in with like real products and real cool uses of the blockchain. So appreciate that very much.
You didn't mint a bunch of content coins, Steve?
No, there hasn't been a single content coin pitched to me today. Not one.
That word has to be banned from this.
Yeah. It's a pump fun coin, but with a bigger picture. All right. Let's thank you so much.
Yes.
Thanks for listening to ApeChain on Chain. This project is powered by the ApeCoin DAO through AIP572, bringing our community's valuable conversations on chain and also on traditional audio platforms. Rate this episode and/or leave feedback and earn Dixo rewards by visiting the Dixo on-chain platform.